Bees Nation, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Chicago Bears come away with the dub, and my God, does it look like the Bears have a quarterback. We saw a very interesting day from Caleb Williams, a very interesting day from the team overall. Want to just run through some of the things here. This is going to be about 20 minutes of me live here, so drop some bar dimes in the chat. Appreciate y'all rocking. And then I got to run down to ESPN and hop on the post-game show over there as well. So make sure that you're tapped in with us on both platforms. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Listen, I just want to start this off, of course, looking at the play of Caleb Williams, and that's where the big conversation comes in for most of this, because everybody's going to be looking at it. But to me, as a day, this was a day to prepare Bears fans. Shout out Jay Grizz, shout out Matty Legend, shout out Bears Junkie. Yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in and showing love. This was a day for Bears fans to understand what it might really look like. This was an accurate assessment of how things were going to go, because on the first 3 drives, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, everybody's sitting there going, what the heck is going on? People are losing it. I'm watching Twitter, all of the weird. There's this weird sect on like in the fan base, no matter what your opinion is, where it's just like, I only talk when I see the guy that I didn't want in there to fail. I don't get that part. I mean, he's a Bears quarterback. I don't want him to fail. So I kept seeing like people losing their minds. Had a couple people, I thought this guy was supposed to be generational, blah, blah, blah. He had 3 and outs. People are losing it. I have to commend Matt Eberflus for sending him back out there. Now, we got a little bit of a difference in conflict here. Flus said in his post-game presser that he played the range that they expected him to play, so that there's a range of plays that he thought that he would be able to play, and that he played that range. But Ryan Poles said on the broadcast that the first team offense played more than what they were expected to play. And so he's glad that he left that first team offense out there for a little bit more. But here's the thing at the end of the day. Your team was able to pick up the slack in the moments that happened. And what I mean by that is you had 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. And yes, it was the 1s versus the 2s here with the Bengals. So you can't sit here and lose your mind on everything. But at the same time, your defense picking up the slack for a young quarterback who wasn't able to get things on the same page. He talked about not being on the same page with DJ Moore. He talked about that holding call. I love that everything is on him. I love that he puts everything on him. But you talk about that holding call that they end up getting that sets them back, right? And that's on Caleb says that's on me. I held the ball in the pocket too long. The sack that ends up happening, he says that's on me. I held the ball in the pocket too long. There was just there was always these moments that were just stopping things up short. You weren't being able to get it where you needed to go. And then he figured it out, right? And yes, it was taking the deep shot to Tyler Scott, trying to push the football down the field, getting that PI. I mean, a clear PI. I actually think T. Scott would have ran that one straight in. He tracked the ball very well on that one. And I think that he'd have actually caught that and it would have been a walk-in touchdown. We'd have been very excited. He gets down there. This is, to me, where I think things are maybe a little bit different now than what we had before. Getting down there, and I tweeted this out. Caleb Williams is always looking to throw. Caleb Williams is always looking to throw. He, in the red zone, taking his time, going through his progression, trying to figure things out, can't get to the guy that he wants to get it to, but you know what? I'm still looking downfield. Okay, we're going to try this. That didn't work. Now, what's tough about being down there was the best pass that he threw of the day I gotta give the field crew an F today for the field. I gotta give them an F for the painted lines there. What was with the double lines on this thing? That was a weird thing. That was a weird setup today on the field, and so Rome. I'm not saying that Rome, yeah, he doesn't step out there if it's not the double line, but maybe, yeah, I mean, but a beautiful throw by Caleb Williams, gets the feed in, and or almost gets the feed in, and yeah, I mean, like that's probably the best throw of the day that doesn't go down as a completed pass. But to me, just seeing the off-platform throws, the want to always keep his eyes down the field, the want to push the football down the field, the ability to just do things that are absolutely amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, dare I say, the Chicago Bears have themselves a quarterback, and it's not just because of the amazing throws that he made, but I mean, listen, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this with in this week's breeze, because the offensive line operation, to me, I asked this question: what happens if the line gets worse when you plug in Nate Davis? I don't know if y'all saw that line today. The line got worse. I mean, there was some time there, but it wasn't like it looked like in that first game. So we'll talk about that as well. But how he was navigating the pressure that was around him, how he was navigating the guys who were, I mean, getting through. I'm stepping up in the pocket. I need to sidestep here. Hold on. Let me reset myself. Always trying to keep his base so that he can deliver the football. Dare I say that the Chicago Bears have a quarterback? I'm excited. I'm excited. I thought there was a lot of good in today's operation, and I thought that this was as real as it's going to get for the season. I thought that this is as real as it's going to get for the season. Caleb Williams struggles, to me, were probably what you're going to see as we start real NFL football. It's not going to be step on the field. Here we go. Dot, 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 dot. Come up. It's not going to be that. There's going to be the moments where Caleb Williams has to be picked up by his defense, and you have a defense that can go out there and do that, and I love that. And I love that. Let me hear from you guys, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, showing love. What do we got? Some of the comments in here. Shay in the building says to say is if we, Jesus Christ, Shay, I know you got some limitations, brother, but what's going on here? We let our defense dictate our offense. We're going to win a lot more games than what we lose this season. That's just my opinion. I think it will be that in the beginning of the season. I think that it will be that in the beginning of the season. I think that there's a part of that. By the way, I don't know how I missed this here, but over honey in the chat. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, man. Leave that 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. I think that there is going to be a lot of the defense has to pick up some of the offensive struggles. There are going to be offensive struggles. There are a lot of new pieces on this team that are going to lead to offensive struggles. That is okay, because you have a defense that can pick up offensive struggles. And it's not as if the offense is struggling to never get it. You saw 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Start to push the ball down the field. You come away with a field goal. He goes back out there for another play. Okay, so we're not just settling for the field goal. Again, another reason to commend Matt Eberflus for the operation of how he is putting this together. His offseason has been phenomenal. His training camp has been phenomenal. He has this team looking much more prepared now in week 3 of preseason than they looked in week 1 of the regular season last year, because he's more willing to allow them to get the reps in. That excites me. I'm glad at what we're seeing from our head coach and how he's doing this. Let's put him back out there again. Now, all of a sudden, you got the rollout to the left side, crazy off-platform throw to Rome Odunze. Rome coming down with it is just absolutely phenomenal. Right? Like, there's all these factors that go into it that just continue to excite you. But at the end of the day, it comes down to, right, even that play, vacating the pocket, feeling that pressure. That's something we didn't have. It's undeniable. It's night and day. I said this yesterday before we end up getting before my power ended up going out. It's night and day watching a quarterback feel not just the front side pressure, but the backside pressure, being able to, okay, I need to navigate this. I need to move here. We need to do that. I got to adjust my game now. I have to find myself some space. Dare I say, and I know it's his favorite quarterback, and it does kind of look like it. It looks a little Aaron Rodgers-esque. It looks a little Aaron Rodgers-esque. Like I'm so excited by what we saw from the quarterback position today, and it just looks so different. And then, of course, right, there's the touchdown, getting the touchdown there. Shout out, what the hell? I like the name. Shout out to him sending in the super chat. The reason Jalen Johnson isn't what more is because he doesn't have a nice nickname like JJ McTakeaway. Were you trying to say respected there? The reason Jalen Johnson, y'all, what's going on with the word? Are Bears fans so excited that we can't type right now? The reason Jalen Johnson isn't respected more is because he doesn't have a nice nickname like JJ McTakeaway. JJ McTakeaway, we might be able to throw that one out there. We might be able to throw that one out there. I don't know about that one. JJ McTakeaway is a wild one. Sorry, I got like a spider coming down here. Yeah, watch that. Get out of here. But no, I think that to me, when I saw that touchdown, the rushing touchdown, and he ends up punching it through, is the reason that was exciting for me as well is because continuing to keep the eyes down the field, continuing to again feel the pressure. I don't know if y'all have gone back and rewatched that, but Braxton Jones, like, I don't know what the heck he was doing on that left edge. Like what the heck was that? Didn't even attempt to slow anybody down. And by the way, this is versus the twos, guys. This is versus the twos. Braxton Jones getting cooked on the left side. Caleb Williams sees it, steps up, avoids the pressure. Good. Love it. Starts to roll to the left. Tevin Jenkins, my favorite part of this whole play. Come on, dog. Follow me. Follow me. I'm going to get you in there. I'm going to make sure nobody's touching my quarterback. Follow me. My favorite part of that whole play is that little wave that Tevin gives to him. And you then see Caleb Williams continue to assess and try to get the football passing-wise into the end zone. And it's literally until you get, I mean, what are we at that point? We're probably 6-7 seconds into the play that Caleb finally goes, all right, let me run it in. I got Tev in front of me. Let me just take these points. Let's not force it. On that play, good assessment, good presence in the pocket, good decision-making, results in a touchdown. That's all you can hope for. That's all you can hope for. And here's what's going to be funny about this, especially heading into the season. If this looks the way that it looked today, there are going to be moments where the offensive line looks exactly like it looked today. In those moments, can Caleb Williams' pocket awareness pick them up? And I think that that's the one thing that you just can say about Justin Fields, that it wasn't there. When I watched that play where Braxton gets blown by, I was like, this is a preseason game. Justin would have got killed. He'd have had to do something shifty back there, and he'd have took off. But I love the ability to feel the pressure, to sense the pressure, still go out there and read the defense, still go out there and try and figure it out, and then just say, all right, let's get to the end zone. Because that's a weapon as well. And I think here's the thing for all the Bears fans that were so worried about, man, we're going to lose this dynamic athlete. No, you didn't. We saw Caleb Williams today put a couple of moves on guys that were, I mean, to me, honestly, like, what can you say about him? on the right side. He breaks my man down on the wrong play, right? Breaks my man down, gets in front of him, delivers a dart, and Rome just couldn't bring it in. He's elevating the play of the guys in front of him with his athleticism, still being able to make that move, but he's still doing it with his arm. That's what excites me. That's what excites me. And the Bears are in a really, really good position with this young man at the helm. Also, it does help that defensively, let's be real. Boys, we got top 5 defense. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the top 5 defense. That's all you can say about it. That's all you can say about it. By the way, over 200 in the chat.
Up, wrong one. Hold on. 200. That's the top 5 defense. Kyler Gordon, you absolute bloody monster. I literally just tweeted out, bro. I was like, hello, police? Yes, I need to report a murder. Kyler Gordon just killed a man. He's back in full form. If you were wondering if he was going to come back a little bit rusty, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Kyler Gordon is out there. He was everywhere. Everywhere on the field in his time out there. Beautiful play to blow up that bubble screen on the right side. Beautiful job, of course, sacking the quarterback in the backfield. Beautiful job. There was a pass out to the left side. He read it perfectly. Did I turn on one of the effects?
My bad, y'all. My bad. Did I have a voice changer on the whole time? I knew I hit the wrong button, but nothing changed. I'm sitting here still doing a breakdown. I'm like, why is everybody laughing at the voice? I love it. That's how excited I am, dog. The voice went up a couple of octaves. But no, honestly, the seeing Kyler Gordon back out there, seeing the dominance, seeing the like I said, the bubble screen that he ends up blowing up, seeing the reaction time, and I'll be real with you, seeing how Eric Washington, is it off or Muggs behind? Muggs must be behind. Seeing how Eric Washington is dialing up these plays. Seeing how Eric Washington is dialing up these blitzes. I'm excited, bro. I'm not going to lie. Like, if I'm being real, do we need Flus calling the plays? I kind of like head coach Flus right now. I know we needed Flus calling the plays off of last season. I know we needed Flus calling the plays off. Is the voice changer still on? Y'all let me know if this thing's still on. Is my soundboard tweaking? I still see people talking about it. But I like how Matt Eberflus was able to go out there and how he set his team up, how he has them prepared, how he's divvying up the responsibilities. Matt Eberflus, the head coach, looks good. Matt Eberflus, the head coach, looks like he is a real head coach now. Appreciate y'all. I'm okay with having Eric Washington go into the season because Eric Washington is blitzing more than I think Flus does. Flus wants to rush 4. And you got to have that. Yeah, I think you have to have some of those dime blitzes. You have to have some of those DB blitzes. You have to have some of those safety, but you have to. I don't know if your defensive line is in a spot where you can't. And I remember talking with Lance Briggs about this. So when he talked about, the difference between Lovey calling plays and with Chico Rivera calling plays, right? Ron Rivera said Ron was aggressive. Ron wanted to get in the backfield. Ron wanted to hit the quarterback. Ron was going to do all that he could to send the quarterback, or to send more bodies than the offensive line could handle to get to the quarterback. I like that. Put pressure on these guys, and especially with the brand of the grouping of quarterbacks that you have, put pressure on them. Look at where you look at your season start. And then I got to get up out of here in a few minutes, man. I got to head down to the city because we are doing a post-game show on ESPN as well. Tap in. You can listen in on ESPN 1000. You can also just jump in on the YouTube side on ESPN. Tap in on the YouTube side as well. Here are the quarterbacks that you face to start the season: Will Levis, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson, Matthew Stafford, Bryce Young, Trevor Lawrence, Jaden Daniels, Kyler Murray, Drake May, maybe Drake May. Like, that's that first 9, and then we know we got the divisional guys. That's that first 9. Then we know we got the divisional guys, right? Why wouldn't you want pressure on those guys? Why wouldn't you want to bring more pressure? Why wouldn't you want to continuously attack? Which quarterback in there? I'd say C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud may be the one where you don't want to pressure as much because of the ability for him to get out. But Trevor Lawrence? Bryce Young? I'm bringing pressure all day. I like how Eric Washington is calling this defense. I don't think that you need to change that. But we'll see. We'll see. Flus likes calling plays. He likes calling again. And listen, don't get me wrong. Flus called a good defense last year, except for the 2 Justin Jones drop it back in coverages. I still don't know what's going on with that. But Flus called a good defense last year. But can he do the operational things? Focusing on the game, focusing on the flow. Maybe because he was calling the defense, he couldn't be nearly as involved with what with what are the reasoning behind why Luke Getsy did certain things, right? Because he's focused on when the defense is going to go. Maybe that's the case at the end of the day. And who knows? Right? Like maybe Flus just wants to call the plays, which is fine. But to me, I'm really excited on where this Bears team is at for week 3 of the preseason. I'm really excited at where this Bears team is at for week 3 of the preseason. And I think that there's still a long way for them to go. But when you look at from this year to last year, at this point, how much more confident do you feel in this team? Hey, I got to get up out of here. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave that 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Like I said, I'll be live on ESPN 1000 at 5 for the post game show. Me, Jeff Meller, Jason McKee, all over there. So stay tapped in with us as well. As always, man, it's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bear down. One love. This is nice. This is fun. Peace.